Yesterday in the temple, I was contemplating life soon after death. I was just thinking about my Granny Beryl. When she died, who greeted her? Where did she go? She wasn't a member of our church, and so she wouldn't have entered the paradise side of the spirit world, not straight away. She would have been greeted in the other part of the spirit world by her mother and other relatives. I wondered why she wouldn't be greeted by her husband, but then I remembered he was still living at that time. Then I thought about my granny's relatives who greeted her and wondered how they got there, because hopefully they were in the spirit paradise now, because we have done their temple work and are hopeful they have received the gospel. Then I remembered that those in spirit paradise are sent to spirit prison to greet and to teach their relatives when they arrive. It was a nice thought process. Hopefully now Granny and Grampy Peter, now that their work has been done for them in the temple, have moved into the spirit paradise and are helping and greeting and teaching others who arrive in the spirit world. Then today I was carried away on a similar topic, the subject of ghosts. There are people who claim to see and hear ghosts. Some people are considered professional mediums, which is someone who communicates freely with the dead. I've never been too sure on this because, although I believe in life after death, I believe our spirits go to God in a place He has designated for us. So why then would we be just floating around on earth still? Why would our ancestors be trying to reach us, to talk to us, but can only talk to us through a medium? I have heard a few accounts of when church leaders have been visited by their ancestors. In each occasion, the spirit ancestor said they had been granted permission to come down and speak with the person. From this, we therefore know that a spirit of one who has passed away can only come back to visit if they have been given permission by God to do so. And if they have been given permission to come and visit you, then they have the ability to talk directly to you. One doesn't need a medium. So then, where does that leave those who can talk to ghosts? These ghosts that people claim to communicate with are able to reveal truths that they couldn't possibly know about a person. But here is my current beliefs on this, or here is my current thought process. In the heavens, before we came to earth, there was a war. We learn this in the Holy Scriptures, between God and His faithful children and His rebellious children, headed up by Lucifer. After the war, God cast Lucifer and all his followers out. 1/3 of all of God's children chose to follow Lucifer, who then became known as Satan. They have been given the freedom to dwell on earth in their spirit form, but will eventually be cast off forever after the events of the second coming of Jesus Christ. My belief then is that Satan and his followers, they must impersonate loved ones who die. They've been watching us, they know all about our lives. And then those who really do manage to communicate with them will likely believe them to be the one who has passed because of the details that they know. But why would Satan bother to do all this? Well, it makes people turn from the true source of light and life. If they can communicate with Satan's followers, then they aren't communicating with God. If they are focusing their time and energy on searching for these spirits, then they are leaving no time to search for God and follow His truth. It is a great way for Satan to carefully lead people in the wrong direction. I believe that some mediums are phonies. I've witnessed a phony one. A phony is one who studies the person in front of them and then comes up with the right thing to say based on what the person unintentionally gives away through body language and facial expression and other things. But I do believe there are real mediums in the sense that they really can communicate with spirits. However, they are not communicating with the dead. Those who have died and who have had permission to visit you will be able to communicate directly to you, and so you will know that it is real. A spirit claiming to be your ancestor who is unable to communicate with you directly is one of Satan's followers. I can't say for sure that all of what I've said is accurate, but it makes more sense than believing our ancestors are still on earth, even though God has revealed they go home to him. And it makes more sense than believing they can only communicate through someone called a medium who you have to pay to see. That's just my thoughts. It's an interesting topic. Life and death contain so many mysteries. It's interesting. It's fascinating. One day we'll know for sure.